Once upon a time, in a small village by the endless blue waters, nestled right next to the bustling harbor, there lived a curious boy named Mark. The village was picturesque, with small, colorful cottages lining the shore and the scent of salt water in the air. Mark's father was a brave and skilled sailor, known far and wide for his incredible voyages across the seas. He had traveled to distant lands, fought fierce storms, and had countless tales to share from his adventures. Every time he returned home, he would gather the village children around and tell them stories about strange islands, hidden treasures, and mythical creatures of the sea. Mark adored listening to these tales, his eyes sparkling with wonder as his father described the vast oceans and the brave sailors who navigated them. Mark would often sit at his father's feet, eagerly awaiting the next exciting chapter. One day, as Mark listened to his father's latest story about a secret island, he promised himself that one day he too would be a sailor just like him. He wanted to experience the world, see faraway lands, and discover the mysteries of the sea. On a warm summer morning, as the sun bathed the village in golden light, Mark's father called him outside. "Mark, I have a surprise for you today," his father said, with a twinkle in his eye. "Come with me. You're going to join me on the ship today." Mark's heart raced with excitement. He could hardly believe what he had just heard. The chance to sail with his father on the ship was a dream come true. As they approached the harbor, Mark could see the magnificent ship bobbing gently in the water, its sails billowing in the breeze. It was a grand vessel with tall masts and shiny wooden decks, and it looked like it was ready to set sail on an adventure. His father smiled warmly at him as they stepped aboard. "The first step to being a sailor," he said, "is falling in love with the sea. And the most important compass a sailor has is his heart. It will guide you through the toughest storms and the most uncertain waters." Mark nodded, feeling a deep sense of awe as he looked out at the vast ocean. His father took him on a tour of the ship, showing him the bridge where the ship's course was determined, the galley where the meals were prepared, and the mysterious storage room where old sea charts and supplies were kept. The storage room smelled of salt and aged wood, and it felt like a place full of secrets. As they reached the back of the room, Mark's father paused and said with a smile, "In this room, you may find many old things that tell stories of past adventures. Sometimes, sailors hide their stories here." Mark was intrigued by his father's words. He felt an irresistible urge to explore the room on his own. As his father went to the bridge to check on the ship's course, Mark quietly ventured deeper into the storage room, his eyes scanning every nook and cranny. It was in one of the corners that he discovered something odd, an old, battered chest almost hidden under a pile of sails. With a mix of curiosity and excitement, Mark opened the chest. Inside, he found a piece of weathered paper that looked like an ancient map. The paper was covered in strange markings, and there was a large X drawn on it, along with a drawing of an island and a few scribbled notes. Mark's heart skipped a beat. He had never seen anything like it before. Just as he was about to show the map to his father, he heard a voice behind him. "Well, well, Mark, what have you found there?" It was Captain Seagull, a jovial and playful member of the crew. Captain Seagull was known for his love of children's imaginations and his quick wit. He often played pranks on the crew and told funny tales, but there was also a sense of mystery about him. as if he knew more about the world than he let on. Mark held up the map, and Captain Seagull's eyes widened in excitement. "A treasure map, I see. What do you think, Mark? Should we go on an adventure and find this treasure together?" Mark's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Yes, let's go." The two of them carefully studied the map. The island on the map seemed familiar, and Captain Seagull said, "I know this island." But treasure maps are tricky. There's always more to them than meets the eye. We must be cautious. Mark looked back at his father, who was busy with the ship's operations, and decided that this was an adventure he couldn't pass up. "I'll go with you, Captain Seagull. We can do this without telling Dad," he whispered. Captain Seagull grinned and agreed. They took a small rowboat and set off toward the island, the gentle waves lapping against the sides of the boat. As they sailed, playful sea turtles swam beside them, and Mark couldn't help but marvel at the sight of them. He had never seen sea turtles up close before, and their graceful movements were enchanting. When they reached the island, they began following the clues on the map. The first clue led them to a grove of tall palm trees. Captain Seagull, with a mischievous smile, said, "Let's see which of these trees is hiding the secret." Mark examined the map carefully and pointed to one of the trees. "It's this one," he exclaimed. They dug beneath the tree's roots and uncovered an old wooden chest. Mark's heart raced as they opened it, but instead of glittering jewels and gold, they found a faded photograph and a letter. The photograph was of Mark's father, young and smiling, surrounded by a group of sailors. The letter read, "Dear sailor, the greatest treasure of all is family. Every moment you spend with those you love is the most valuable treasure in the world. Keep exploring, but never let your heart wander too far." Mark's hands trembled as he read the letter. He had expected treasure, but the message in the letter was even more precious than any gold. Before they could reflect on their find, they heard a noise from deeper within the island. They exchanged glances, and Mark said, "Let's go. There might be more to this story." As they ventured further into the island, they were surrounded by the sounds of exotic birds and colorful butterflies fluttering around them. The air was thick with the scent of flowers, and the sunlight filtered through the trees in a beautiful, dappled pattern. Eventually, they arrived at an old stone building, its door carved with ancient sailor symbols. Captain Seagull examined it carefully and said, "This looks like an old sailor's clubhouse. Let's see what's inside." Inside, they discovered another symbol, resembling the X on the map, carved into a large stone. Mark, feeling a surge of excitement, began digging around the stone. After a few moments of effort, he uncovered a small box. They opened it and found an old compass, along with a short note that read, "This compass will guide you, but remember, the best compass of all is your heart." Mark held the compass, feeling its weight in his hand. He didn't care about the directions it pointed to. As he looked at it, he realized that the compass was just a symbol of something much greater, the love and guidance he had from his family. With their treasures in hand, Mark and Captain Seagull returned to the ship. When they presented the items to Mark's father, he smiled and said, "This is my old compass. I hid it here many years ago." He looked at Mark with pride and said, "Today, you didn't just find a treasure. You discovered the history of our family and the love that ties us together." That night, Mark lay on the deck of the ship, gazing up at the stars. He realized that the greatest adventure wasn't just about discovering new lands or treasures. It was about exploring the bonds of love and family and finding courage in the heart. As the stars twinkled above, Mark drifted into a peaceful sleep, knowing that he had become a true sailor in both heart and spirit. And so, Mark's treasure hunt became a cherished memory, filled with mysteries, valuable lessons, and the true treasures of life: love, family, and the time spent together.